What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And if you have been following the New England Patriots this offseason even casually, you already know that this organization has been making moves at a pace that is genuinely hard to keep up with. But today's video is about something bigger than any single signing or any one draft pick. Today we are talking about a pattern, a very deliberate, very calculated series of moves that the Patriots front office has been making all offseason long that point directly toward one thing: New England is clearing the deck, creating breathing room, and positioning themselves for a blockbuster trade that could completely transform this roster. So if you love roster strategy, if you love NFL chess, and if you are a Patriots fan who wants to understand exactly what Mike Vrabel and Elliott Wolf are building in Foxborough, then you need to watch this entire video because it all connects in a way that is honestly fascinating. Let's start at the very beginning of the offseason because that is where the strategy first became visible. Before free agency even officially opened, the Patriots made a series of quiet but extremely meaningful moves to clean up their roster and generate cap flexibility. They released running back Antonio Gibson, clearing roughly $3.1 million in salary cap space. They cut ties with veteran linebacker Anfernee Jennings. They declined to tender restricted free agents at cornerback and offensive tackle. And then came the move that really turned heads. New England informed veteran wide receiver Stefon Diggs that they were releasing him just 1 year into his 3-year contract. That one decision alone freed up approximately $16.8 million in cap space. Think about that number. Nearly $17 million cleared in a single roster move. That is not an accident. That is a team telling you loudly and clearly that they are saving money for something much bigger on the horizon. But the moves did not stop there. The Patriots also traded starting center Garrett Bradbury to the Chicago Bears in exchange for a 2027 fifth-round draft pick. Bradbury had started all 21 games for New England in the 2025 season, so this was not moving on from a backup or a fringe roster guy. This was moving a genuine starter. And at the same time, linebacker Mart Mapua, former third-round pick who the organization had invested serious developmental time in, was shipped out to the Houston Texans. Edge rusher K. Lavon Chesson, who had been a key piece of the defensive front, walked out the door to the Washington Commanders in free agency, and the Patriots made no real effort to bring him back. Every single one of these departures was creating room. Room on the roster. Room under the salary cap. Room for something significant. Now here is where the picture really starts to come into focus. The NFL salary cap for 2026 was set at $301.2 million, and the Patriots entered the offseason sitting at roughly $41 to $43 million under that number, ranking them comfortably in the top 10 in available cap space across the entire league. After all the releases and roster cleaning described above, that number only grew. That is a massive war chest for an organization that is clearly not done making moves. Mike Vrabel and Elliott Wolf have been intentional about every single dollar they have committed, and the cap space they are holding onto tells a very specific story about what they are planning to do with it. And then there is the A.J. Brown elephant in the room, because you simply cannot talk about the Patriots making space for a big move without addressing the most talked about trade rumor in the entire NFL right now. ESPN insider Adam Schefter went on the Pat McAfee show and essentially told the world that an A.J. Brown trade from the Philadelphia Eagles to New England is not just a possibility, it is likely. Schefter specifically said that getting this deal done would not be hard and that Brown is likely to become a Patriot after the June 1's deadline. That date matters enormously from a financial standpoint because if Philadelphia trades Brown before June 1st, they absorb a dead cap hit of over $43 million. But if the trade happens after June 1st, that number falls all the way down to $16.4 million. So the financial structure of this deal is essentially already understood by both sides. The Patriots know it. The Eagles know it. The whole league knows it. And the fact that New England did not select a single wide receiver across 9 picks in the 2026 NFL Draft is about as loud a signal as a front office can possibly send. The expected compensation for Brown is a 2028 first-round draft pick, and while that sounds steep on paper, think about what you're getting in return. A J. Brown at 28 years old is entering the prime of his career. He is a two-time Pro Bowl receiver who has eclipsed 1,000 receiving yards in multiple seasons. He is physically one of the most dominant wideouts in the sport, a guy who can beat press coverage, win jump balls, run precise routes at his size, and carry an offense by himself when he is locked in. Pairing that kind of talent with second-year quarterback Drake May, who already showed legitimate star-level upside in his rookie season, would create an offensive core that the rest of the AFC would genuinely fear. And the pre-existing relationship between Brown and head coach Mike Vrabel, built during their time together with the Tennessee Titans, only makes this partnership more natural and potentially more explosive. Beyond the A.J. Brown situation, though, there are other trade targets that have been floated in connection with New England's available cap space and roster flexibility. Chicago Bears tight end Cole Kmet has been mentioned as a realistic target given the Bears' incredibly tight salary cap situation. With Chicago carrying just about $1 million in effective cap space, they may be forced to either restructure Kmet's deal or find a trade partner to offload his contract. For the Patriots, Kmet would be an ideal complement to the tight end room, giving Drake May a proven pass-catching option who is just 27 years old and has barely scratched the surface of his potential. The price would be modest, the fit would be natural, and the Bears' cap desperation makes this kind of deal very realistic. On the defensive side of the ball, pass rusher Kayvon Thibodeaux of the New York Giants has also been connected to New England. With the Giants having added Abdul Carter in a recent draft and already featuring Brian Burns as a premier edge presence, Thibodeaux may find himself on the outside looking in from a roster priority standpoint. Reports have suggested the asking price for Thibodeaux could be as low as a fourth-round draft. Pick a number the Patriots could absorb with ease given how much draft capital they have accumulated. Adding a high upside edge rusher to a defense that lost K'Lavon Chaisson and needs pass rush help opposite Dre'Mont Jones would be an incredibly smart and relatively low-cost move that makes this team meaningfully better on the defensive side of the ball. The way this offseason has unfolded for the Patriots is a masterclass in front office planning. Every departure, every cap-clearing move, every quiet roster transaction has been a piece of a deliberate puzzle that is still coming together. Vrabel and Wolf are not rebuilding this team slowly and patiently in the background. They are building aggressively, intelligently, and with a clear vision of what this roster is supposed to look like when Drake May takes the field for the 2026 regular season. The offensive line is being built into something elite. The skill positions are being upgraded dramatically. The cap space is sitting there ready to be deployed. And the trade rumors surrounding this organization are not background noise. They are very real, very serious, and very close to becoming official announcements. This is the moment Patriots fans have been waiting for. The rebuild is ending, and the contending is beginning, and the next few weeks are going to be absolutely electric as this roster takes its final shape. You do not want to miss a single update, a single insider report, or a single announcement as this all plays out. If you are not already subscribed to this channel, hit that button right now and turn on your notifications because things are moving fast in Foxborough, and I will be here to break down every single development as it happens. Drop a comment below and tell me, do you think the A.J. Brown trade actually gets done, and which other move would excite you the most if it happens? Let's talk about it in the comments. Like this video if you are locked in on the Patriots' big summer, share it with your fellow New England fans, and I will see you in the very next one. Let's go Patriots!